I feel like everybody has a lot to say about Cardi B moving on and um, the fact that she's pregnant again. And it's funny because if she was just an everyday person, not celebrity, it wouldn't be a big deal. People can move on how they see fit. Point blank period. Um, for example, I'm gonna use my own self as an example. I'm going through a divorce with my ex-husband, and I'm currently pregnant with my third baby, with my third child's father. So immediately, for some reason, it was an uproar in his house. Um, well, it's the same way when I was pregnant with my daughter. Like, we haven't been together. Me and my ex-husband haven't been together in years. It was to the point where we, like, even when we were in the same house, we were sleeping in separate rooms. We weren't together. Um, so when I got back to Minnesota, I moved in with him until I got my own place because I had nowhere else to go. Shelters were full. Um, I had no other friends I could stay with. So my only other option was, you know, to make sure there was a roof over my child's head because I still have a son that needs to be in a stable environment for the time being. I, asked if I could move back in with my ex-husband until I found my place. It didn't take long for me to move into my apartment. It really didn't. So again, the conversation was, oh, I better not try to put him down as the father. First of all, we all know that he's not the dad. It's not possible. My allergies are acting up. It's not possible. Physically, not possible at all. Like at all. So more than a few times, even after my daughter was born, and I was going through like doing child support, whatever. I tried to explain to his family because I know how he gets. He was going to try to make it seem like I was doing this on purpose or whatever, or trying to put my daughter on him. I was like, hey, this is the process of child support because we're still legally married, um, whatever. But her dad and I are taking care of it. He might get some paperwork or whatever, but her dad and I are taking care of it. All this man had to do was sign a fucking paper stating that he did not want financial responsibility of my daughter. That's all he had to do. He didn't have to make a big deal about it. None of that. That's all he had to do. Did he do it? No, he did not. Fast forward to now, where I'm pregnant again. Again, it wasn't planned, wasn't thinking about it, but we didn't use protection, so here we are. Um, Again, as soon as I made my announcement, they got wind of my announcement. It was, oh, she better not be trying to put the baby on you, because that's not your baby, this, that, and third. First of all, this is coming from like his mom and like his two-faced family. Not all of them are two-faced, but some of them are. If I didn't put my first child on him, why would I put my second child on him? And we've had little to no contact. Like I may see him at church every now and then. I may, I may, he may call me every once in a while, but it's been a while since he called me. Like he doesn't just randomly call me. Oh my gosh. So, like, hey, hey, hey. I'm sorry, my allergies like mess on me with this pregnancy and stuff. Heartburn. I'm just going through it. Um, so if I didn't do that the first time, why would I do it the second time? And if I chose excuse me, if I chose to have another child, why would I do it that time? Like, there, unfortunately, I thought I was playing it safe. Turns out that that wasn't. He was the biggest cheater, liar, whatever. He, as far as I know, he's not working because he says he can't work. He was sending people money still from his dad. Gosh, my allergies. The ex girlfriend that still live in the house with him that he moved in after I moved out the first time tells me that he's doing all that. Do I care? I care because I feel like he's taking advantage of an old man. But ultimately, there's nothing I can do about that. That's up to his kids to do something about that because my ex husband is the youngest out of three. So, anyway, I say that to say this. I should have filed for divorce a lot longer, a long time ago. I should have. I should have took it upon myself to file the paperwork myself when he had his sister-in-law to print out the paperwork. We both signed it. I left it in the room when I moved out. He never filed. When my daughter was born, I was like, you know what? Something just clicked. And I was like, I can't go through this another year. I can't be married to somebody that I'm not with another year. I know people do it, but I couldn't do it. I got kids now, my daughter, now about to have another daughter. That's gonna look up to me and be like, Mommy, why did you stay married to this man? Partially it was to protect him because I know anybody else would unalive him because of the stuff that he does. He already uh, had somebody threaten to pew his house over a video, a 304 video girl. He didn't pay her, which I think the amount was like just $20 or something like that. And she threatened to pew his house because he gives out his address. I I just I can't do it. So I had checked out mentally before I even moved out. Like I think I checked out the first month because it was just like, okay, we got married. Yes, I knew that the girl that he was talking to online was fake ultimately. He didn't know that. I knew that. Like you could look at the messages and tell it's like a fake account. But he didn't know that. He thought the girl really wanted him. Then I had seen messages about it's embarrassing going somewhere like, oh, aren't you so and so's wife? Yeah, he be talking to me. That's embarrassing. So ultimately I checked out. I shut down, I checked out, I didn't care anymore because me caring was hurting myself. I wasn't the best version of myself. Now I'm trying to be better, but I'm not all the way there. I know that. I'm getting there. But everybody up in the uproar about Cardi B and having a baby with her boyfriend, let that girl live. She is living her best life. She is happy. She is thriving. What she said, she cried for a whole year and nobody cared. Where was this concern when she was still dealing with that man, cheating, disrespecting her? Now all of a sudden you care because she's pregnant? Be so for real. Be so fucking for real. Leave that girl alone. Let her live her life. She is thriving. I don't think I've ever seen Cardi B look genuinely happy since leaving Offset. I could be wrong. I could be dead wrong. But I don't think so.